Crime Boss Rockay City is a chaotic yet captivating co-op game that shines when you play with friends. Set in a vibrant 1990s-inspired Florida city, this first-person shooter combines high-stakes heists, turf wars, and an over-the-top criminal empire-building experience. The multiplayer mode is where the game truly comes alive, offering intense cooperative missions reminiscent of Payday, but with its own flair. You'll strategize, loot, and fight your way through dynamic challenges, earning rewards to unlock new weapons, skins, and abilities. The game boasts an ambitious cast, including actors like Danny Trejo and Chuck Norris, adding a quirky charm to its narrative. However, the solo campaign feels less refined, with clunky AI and a lackluster story. Despite this, the heist's variety and the thrill of working together with friends keep the gameplay engaging and fun. For fans of organized crime games and fast-paced action, this is an adventure that thrives on co-op chaos. Grab your crew and see if you have what it takes to dominate Rockay City. Wayfinder is a co-op action RPG that feels like a hidden gem for groups of friends who enjoy exploration and combat. Developed by Airship Syndicate, it lets players take on the role of unique characters called Wayfinders, each with distinct abilities, strengths, and playstyles. Whether you're focusing on high damage, debuffing enemies, or supporting your team with healing, there's a lot of room to experiment and customize your build. The game's core is its fight against the gloom, an interdimensional threat corrupting the world. You can dive into beautifully designed dungeons filled with puzzles and modifiers that make each run feel fresh. The boss fights stand out, offering unique challenges that reward teamwork and strategic play. Visually, Wayfinder's cartoonish yet detailed art style is stunning, and its engaging soundtrack enhances the experience. Although the story might not be the highlight, the thrilling combat, endless customization, and emphasis on co-op play make it a fantastic choice for gaming with friends. Liar's Bar is a unique and intense co-op game perfect for playing with friends, blending bluffing, strategy, and psychological warfare. Set in a dimly lit bar with a grim, Zootopia-like atmosphere, the game offers two main modes, Liar's Dice and Liar's Deck. Both involve calling out lies or truths as players face high-stakes consequences, including Russian roulette and poison challenges. These mechanics make for nerve-wracking, laugh-out-loud gameplay where trust among friends is constantly tested. The game's edgy vibe and easy-to-learn rules have made it a hit with streamers, driving its viral popularity. It's a first-person multiplayer experience, perfect for groups who enjoy competitive but accessible party games. With overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and a steadily growing player base, Liar's Bar is a fresh pick for anyone looking to shake up their gaming nights. Ravenswatch is a fantastic choice for co-op fans who love roguelike adventures. Developed by Pastech Games, this action-packed title lets you team up with up to 3 friends to tackle intense challenges inspired by dark fairy tales and myths. You can play as unique characters like Beowulf, Aladdin, or the Scarlet Witch, each bringing distinct abilities and playstyles that keep the gameplay fresh. The isometric view and gorgeous art style create a stunning visual experience, while the music and voice acting add a polished, immersive feel. However, don't be fooled by the charming visuals. This game is tough. The roguelike mechanics mean you'll face repeated deaths as you learn the ropes, and the first boss is no pushover. There's no hand-holding here, as the game lacks a detailed tutorial, leaving players to figure out mechanics and strategies on their own. Despite the difficulty, Ravenswatch shines with its replayability, challenging combat, and co-op synergy. If you enjoy games like Hades and thrive on the thrill of overcoming tough obstacles with friends, this one's a must-try. Buckshot Roulette is an intense indie horror game that brings a unique twist to the concept of Russian roulette. Developed by Mike Klubnica, the game replaces the classic revolver with a 12-gauge shotgun and pairs it with a creepy, unsettling atmosphere. Each round is a game of chance against an AI dealer, but strategic use of in-game items like magnifying glasses and beer can help players tip the odds in their favor. What sets the game apart is its mix of luck, strategy, and a dose of dark humor. Whether peeking at the next round in the shotgun or using items to manipulate the gameplay, there's always an opportunity to outsmart your opponent. Games are short, around 20 minutes, making it perfect for quick, adrenaline-pumping sessions. Despite its simple mechanics, the tension of each shot ensures you'll keep coming back for more. Currently available on Steam, Buckshot Roulette has been well received by players, boasting an overwhelmingly positive rating. It's not just a test of luck, it's a test of nerves and clever planning, a must-try for fans of experimental and thrilling co-op experiences. No More Room in Hell 2 is a hardcore co-op zombie survival game that builds on the legacy of its predecessor. It emphasizes realism, teamwork, and tension as players navigate through maps filled with undead while scavenging for resources and completing objectives. The game introduces permadeath mechanics, adding weight to every decision, and requires solid coordination with your team to survive. While the gameplay can be thrilling and rewarding for those who love intense survival scenarios, the game has launched in early access with several technical issues. Bugs, server instability, and performance problems have been common points of frustration among players. However, the developers have acknowledged these problems and are actively working on fixes to improve server optimization and gameplay stability. Despite these setbacks, fans of the original will appreciate the familiar yet upgraded atmosphere, and the potential for this game to evolve into a standout co-op experience remains strong. If you're looking for a challenging survival game to play with friends and can tolerate some rough edges, it might be worth giving No More Room in Hell 2 a shot. Dark Hours is an intense co-op horror game that combines heist mechanics with supernatural survival, making it perfect for a thrilling experience with friends. You and up to 3 teammates play as thieves attempting a daring break-in at an auction house, only to have your plans disrupted by paranormal forces. The game quickly shifts focus from completing the heist to surviving eerie encounters with 5 unique monsters, each with distinct abilities. What stands out is the procedurally generated maps, ensuring no 2 sessions feel the same, and gameplay mechanics designed for both cooperation and betrayal. Whether you're sharing resources to escape or sabotaging others for personal gain, every decision heightens the tension. The immersive design, including various heist missions and customizable player options, keeps things fresh and engaging. Dark Hours is still in early access, but its roadmap promises exciting updates, including new content and features, making it a must-try for fans of cooperative horror games. For the price, it's a solid pick for some spooky multiplayer fun. Dead Island 2 is a high-energy, zombie-slaying adventure that delivers a chaotic blend of humor, gore, and survival. Set in a post-apocalyptic Los Angeles, the game's detailed environments, from abandoned beaches to blood-soaked amusement parks, create an immersive yet often linear backdrop. The combat system is where the game truly shines. Melee-focused and satisfyingly brutal, it offers dynamic dismemberment mechanics and creative customization for your weapons, like electrified machetes or makeshift explosive hammers, which makes every encounter with the undead a visceral thrill. The co-op gameplay is especially entertaining, letting you team up with friends to tackle hordes of zombies or explore side quests. The humor and dark narrative tones are a refreshing contrast, though the story and character arcs feel somewhat predictable. While the game lacks innovation in its plot and gameplay structure, the mix of satisfying combat and quirky design ensures it's a fun pick for fans of the genre or anyone looking to unwind with friends in a chaotic, zombie-infested playground. The Forever Winter is a fresh take on survival looter shooters, combining intense scavenging gameplay with a haunting post-apocalyptic setting. In this world, humanity has been devastated by 40 years of relentless war between 2 superpowers, each deploying AI-driven mechs that now battle endlessly over ruins. Players step into the shoes of scavengers, surviving in a world that feels indifferent to their existence. One of the standout features is the dynamic encounter system, where AI enemies have their own agendas and react intelligently to player actions. This makes each run feel unpredictable, as battles can evolve and the landscape changes over time. You're not the hero here, just a survivor scraping by, looting resources from the fallen to endure another day. The co-op gameplay shines when you and your friends team up to navigate this chaotic, grim environment. Massive war machines and towering enemies create a palpable sense of danger, while the immersive atmosphere and evolving map keep you engaged. It's perfect for fans of tactical survival and dystopian narratives. If you're into games that challenge your wit and teamwork, The Forever Winter is worth checking out. 0 Hour is a tactical first-person shooter that brings a lot of depth and realism to the co-op genre. It's a game where strategy and communication are key, making it perfect for playing with friends. The gameplay is slow-paced compared to more fast-action shooters like Rainbow Six Siege, which allows for careful planning and execution. You'll find yourself carefully navigating through dark environments, making use of night vision goggles or relying on flashlights to get the job done. Whether you're trying to defuse a bomb or rescue a hostage, each round feels tense and requires teamwork. One of the coolest features of Zero Hour is how interactive the environments are. You can alter the lighting, cut the power, and turn the building into a maze of shadows, giving both teams the opportunity to use the darkness to their advantage. The game's attention to detail is impressive, with realistic ammo management and destructible environments that add to the immersion. However, it's important to note that the game is still in early access, so there are a few bugs and minor issues with animations. But with frequent updates and community feedback, Zero Hour has the potential to become a top-tier tactical shooter, especially for players who enjoy methodical, team-based gameplay. The Outlast Trials takes the horror experience of the Outlast franchise to a whole new level, offering a terrifying co-op multiplayer twist. Unlike the previous games, which focused on single player, this title invites you to survive as a team, facing intense psychological horror together. You and your friends will be thrown into a series of harrowing trials where stealth, strategy, and quick thinking are your best tools for survival. There's no combat to rely on, just your wits, healing items, and the ability to hide. The game's atmosphere is thick with tension, reminiscent of the first Outlast, with claustrophobic environments and nightmarish enemies like Leland Coyle, a sadistic cop wielding a stun baton, and Mother Gooseberry, a terrifying figure with a puppet drill. These antagonists roam the halls, adding a constant sense of danger. What makes the experience truly unique is the psychosis mechanic, where exposure to certain traps or enemies causes hallucinations, making you question what's real as you struggle to survive. As a co-op experience, the Outlast Trials demands teamwork. You'll have to rely on each other to make it through each trial, and it's in these moments that the game shines. Whether you're hiding in lockers or trying to complete objectives while avoiding deadly enemies, the tension builds. The game also offers a solid progression system where you can upgrade your character's abilities and customize your cell between missions, adding a touch of personalization amidst the chaos. Overall, the Outlast Trials brings the classic Outlast horror into a co-op format that's as thrilling as it is terrifying. If you're a fan of tense, atmospheric horror and enjoy working with friends to survive impossible odds, this game is definitely worth checking out.